Hello and welcome back to Cougar Cast. Hello, Miss Strain, and we're going to talk about the musical. So, what is the musical about, and what is it?
Sure, so this year we're doing Into the Woods Junior, which is a shortened version of Into the Woods. The full-length musical combines all of the different fairy tales that you know, so Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella, the Baker and the Baker's Wife, they're all there, and it's about all these fairy tales that intertwine and create one giant world and one giant story. So all these characters actually know each other, they need to interact with each other in order to achieve their goals, and it's kind of a comedy too, so it's not just fantasy and it's not quite as serious, even though it does have that Brothers Grimm gruesome element. It's not the Disney Cinderella, it's the one where it's a little bit darker, but all those characters have to interact in order to achieve their goals.
That sounds very interesting. And when will this musical come out?
Yeah, the actual show is going to be April 29th and 30th. The 29th, there's just one show at 6 o'clock, and then the 30th, there's a 1:30 p.m. show and a 6 o'clock show as well.
And, how much money, if it costs money to attend?
Yeah, it's going to be $6. So, yeah, hopefully everyone will be able to come.
Yeah, pretty cheap. And, what's your favorite part of, the production of the show?
So the actual rehearsal process? That one's really tough. I definitely think it's where we are right now, where everybody knows their lines and everyone's starting to finally get familiar with each other, so they feel a little bit safer being goofy and trying things on stage. So a lot of the actors feel more comfortable trying things out and making songs their own and adding on to what we've already created. And so this is where everybody's input kind of comes together. And so that's probably my favorite part because it's the most creative.
And there's a lot of collaboration.
Yeah, there's a lot. So things we will try on a skirt and someone's like, oh, now I kind of get who this character is because they're wearing this skirt that's right. We put on Cinderella's skirt that's basically rags, and she's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Right. So these kind of things come together and they all feed into each other.
And how many actors are in the show?
That's a great question. I think that there is probably about 25 actors
25.
on stage. Mm-hmm.
And then how many people are in production?
In the production, we started off with about 40, but I think we're down to a few. We've lost a couple of people, so I think we probably have 35, if I had to guess.
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the show? Interesting things?
Yeah, I think that one thing people don't always realize with theater is how much work goes into these productions. So when you come to see Into the Woods, it will be almost 100 hours worth of rehearsal that go into that 45 minutes of seeing the show. So, and it's not just work from me, it's also the actors' work and the technicians' work. There's so many different pieces that come together to make this really full profile and portfolio that you're finally getting to see. And it's going to be really fun. So I hope that people come out and support their friends because their friends have worked really hard for a long time on this.
So you said 100 hours rehearsal. So when did production start?
We actually started right after we came back from winter break. So as soon as we got back from winter break, we were working on the show and everybody's been in rehearsals at least 2 days a week since then.
And how long should the show be?
So the show is only about an hour long, but we have an intermission. So there will be an opportunity to buy snacks and get a drink and everything and relax so that you don't have to sit through the whole show. But the whole show start to finish is about an hour long.
So this sounds like a very fun show, and we hope you guys come out and see it. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cougar Cast. Until next time.